Hello everyone, my name is Geeta and welcome to your Pick-a card reading. So the title of this video is going to be, what are their current thoughts about you? But before we get started, I'd just like to say really quickly that if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out, it helps out my channel. If you'd like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and then hit the bell notification. Also, if you'd like to have a private reading, there's plenty of affordable options in the video description below. Also in the video description is where you'll find your timestamps for each option. So if you need to, you can go ahead and pause the video, but this is going to be stone number 1 with a clear agate, stone number 2 with a pink agate, stone number 3 with a purple agate, and stone number 4 with a green agate. So you can go ahead and pause the video if you have to, but I'm going to go ahead and get started. Alright, so here we have the cards for stone number 1 with the clear agate slice, and let's find out what your person is currently thinking about you. So we have the Two of Wands, the Queen of Cups in the reverse, the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, the Three of Swords, and the King of Swords. And then clarifying the Two of Wands, we have the Hangman, the Four of Swords in the reverse, the Chariot, clarifying the Ten of Pentacles, clarifying the Three of Swords is the Two of Pentacles, clarifying the King of Swords is the Ace of Swords in the reverse. And then clarifying this row with the Hangman is bridge communication. See, bridge. Head of the pack. Swans. Celtic knot. Ring. And then for our oracle cards, we have playfulness and soulmate. We also have number 23, all tied up, and attachment in the reverse. I could probably sit these next to each other so you can see them clearer. Alright, so what is it that they're thinking about you? So right away I can tell there is very easily going to be a lot of you, this is going to be some kind of third-party situation. All tied up, an attachment in the reverse. The Two of Wands, your person's contemplating the options, trying to figure out what they should be doing. They're hanging around, they're waiting for for communication. But also with bridge, it also says unite, connecting, integrate, which is coming together, overcoming barriers, share, harmony, compromise. So I'm really feeling like they're waiting for this compromise. This right here, the Two of Wands, it's about contemplating like what you're going to do next. But it's like they've already played out all their moves and they're waiting for your next move, which is probably going to have something to do with overcoming a barrier or communication. We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. This person, they're definitely feeling vulnerable. They're very vulnerable. We have head of the pack, successful competition. So again, with a third party, this person might be there. I mean, the Four of Swords in the reverse is about having a very tired mind. They're getting tired of thinking about this. There might be a competition that they feel like they might be part of with another person if there's a third party in it. They might feel like they're competing between you and another thing. It doesn't have to be necessarily another person, but it could be you and another thing. But they're determined. They want to get it done. They feel like that they can lead, they can dominate, they can persist, they have those strong will to win. But they are very tired of thinking about this. With the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, they want to come forward and they want to come forward and they want to go forward. They want to move forward with you because we have the Swans here. This person thinks that they're thinking about you. When they think about you, they think of you as a soulmate or a twin flame, someone who's the one, you know, blooming love. They have faith in you, and they feel like definitely a deep soul connection with you. And they really want to move forward, but they're trying to, like, the Chariot is about like determination and like controlling yourself, and so you can control your behavior and everything, not controlling other people but controlling themselves, to be very like careful and precise, you know, like almost like it's like if there was a perfectionist card, it would be a perfectionist card. But right at the moment, it seems like the legacy that they have, because they feel like that you're the soulmate or twin flame, that legacy that you're supposed to have together is being delayed. And so the Ten of Pentacles is in the reverse. They are very heartbroken. This person's heartbroken over you. They try not to show it with the Two of Pentacles. They try to juggle. They try not to show it. Also, they see you as this person with the Two of Pentacles juggling more than one thing. Possibly juggling them and another person. It's very hard for them because they do have this unconditional love for you. So no matter what you do, they're just going to they're just going to keep juggling, basically. They're going to keep trying to act like everything is okay, everything is fine, even though there could be anything that you're doing, there could be things that you're doing, and every time there's like a stab in the heart. You know, especially if there is really a competition between more than one thing. They do have unconditional love for you. This is divine union, unconditional love. It's an eternal love, infinity, love of a lifetime. And the Two of Pentacles in the infinity too is more twin flames. And whatever, I feel like this last row has to do with possibly another person, or it could be with you. But we have the King of Swords. This feels like separate. This feels different from this other. This feels like this is the third thing. This feels like it represents that. And the reason why I say it's another person is because maybe you're in a relationship with somebody else. Maybe you're in some kind of contract or partnership. Maybe you're engaged to somebody or something like that. You have some kind of commitment or something with somebody else. Maybe with someone who's an air sign, this King of Swords person. But there's like confusion. There's some kind of... I feel like this person is cold. The King of Swords is someone who's cold and emotionally distant, and they're very logical thinking, so they're all up in their head. They think, okay, and they don't feel so much. this person could be like a narcissistic or like narcissist or something. Not everybody, I'm not saying everybody is, but I mean, it's a possibility. Like, it could be indicative of that, if that's something that, you know. But there's some kind of mistrust. This could indicate confusion, some kind of mistrust. Also, this person could be lying. There could be some kind of lie. There's something negative. With the Ace of Swords, there's some kind of confusion, something hidden. Something is being hidden, either about the connection, this connection. There is something that either they're lying, that this person could be lying, this person could be being dishonest. This person also could be doing things to hurt you. Alright, so again, with soulmate, you know, yes, this is your soulmate. So it's trying to say, yes, they really feel like you're like the one for them. We have playfulness to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So they really would like things to become more light-hearted with you, because with the Four of Swords, they're really like drugged down. So let's read these, because I don't have these memorized still yet. All right. So attachment in the reverse. Attachment, you know, it says perceived need and the choice to let go. But it's in the reverse. So this is what they're thinking about is going on in your situation at the moment. This card reversed is a wonderful indicator that an old negative pattern, relationship, or desperate attitude is being released. So they might feel like you're going to possibly release, or they're thinking that you might release the situation with this other person, this other thing. Either this other person or other thing. As you continue to let go, you will be able to establish new ways of doing things and relating to others. The universe wants to congratulate you on your healthy new approach, but be sure to support the changes you're making in your ongoing choices. Some patterns can be deeply encoded, and you may need to continue releasing the old habits, all the while honoring the new decisions in your thoughts, actions, and interactions with others. You've broken the chains, and now you can walk away from the limiting attachments into a bright and unlimited future. So they really want you to be able to break free from any of the attachments. So it's like attachment in the upright would be awful, right? But in the reverse, you're breaking free. It's almost like the devil in the reverse, where you're breaking free from attachments and whatever it is that's holding you back. Whatever this other thing is with the Ace of Swords in the reverse, this King of Swords with the Ace of Swords in the reverse, it's like maybe that's what they're waiting on. They're waiting for it to be, this attachment to be released. I don't see them taking any action. They're just waiting. They're waiting for it to happen. It sounds like, it feels like, I don't know, what did it say? There was like faith, I thought, somewhere, or trust or something. Yeah, faith. Right here, faith. They're trying to have faith that what is meant to happen will happen. And then we have all tied up in 23. So this is like all tied up and then letting go. Yeah, this one actually came out first. I probably should have read that one first, right? All right, so all tied up, lack of motion or sense of personal freedom. This card shows a woman tied up with vines around her wrists, body, and arms. Receiving this card upright represents a situation in your life where things are being severely stuck. So actually I got this one. I probably should have done this one first, but this one came out first and then this one. So it's saying that this person feels like you're all tied up and being restricted, and that they're hoping, or they're thinking, that you're going to be released soon. A major drama may be going on around you. So they feel like this, that there may be a major drama going on around you, stopping you from moving forward. Or it may be that some technicalities are blocking your way. Perhaps you're waiting for a contract to be signed or an agreement to be made. Whatever is holding things up, the restrictions may be feeling quite oppressive at the time. Again, that's what I'm really feeling here. There's like a really strong oppressive energy that is coming over. They feel like that you have over you, and I feel like this upsets them. They don't want you to feel like this, but there's not a whole lot they can do. Sometimes there's some things that you have to do on your own. And it says, if this isn't technically the case for you, what's tying you up is your own personal stuff. Look at your life and see how you can be your own jailer. Are you tying yourself up in some emotional angst or in a negative habit that you refuse to deal with? If so, it's time to cut the vines and make some serious changes now. You needn't live in your self-imposed jail any longer. So this card right here is a lot about the Eight of Swords, and this is like the Devil in the reverse. But even if they're thinking that you are going to do this, they might be hoping that this will happen, that you're tied up and that you'll be freed. But that's what it seems like they're thinking about you. Anyways, that's all I have for stone number 1. If you like this kind of reading, please give my video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and then hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Alright, well, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to stone number 2. Alright, so here we have the cards for stone number 2 with the pink agate, and let's go ahead and find out what your person is currently thinking about you. Alright, so we have Temperance in the reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. We have the Sun in the reverse. We have Justice in the reverse. And we have the Empress in the reverse. Your person is very overwhelmed with you. There's a lot of stress. And clarifying the Temperance in the reverse is a Two of Cups. And clarifying the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Clarifying the Sun in the reverse, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Clarifying Justice in the reverse, we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Clarifying the Empress in the reverse, we have the Fool. Clarifying the Two of Cups is Head of the Pack. Clarifying the Five of Pentacles in the reverse is Whip. Clarifying the Sun in the reverse is Bear. Clarifying the Eight of Wands in the reverse is Bridge. Clarifying the Fool is Hummingbird. And then we have religious factors. We have very soon. Then we have broken heart in the reverse. Then we have goddess of the moon in the reverse. This is very heavy, okay? This is a very heavy reading. This person is very stressed about your situation. I feel like that this could be a relationship that is either about to break up or something is definitely, there's a lot of turmoil in this relationship. This person doesn't feel like there's a huge lack of balance. They feel like they're in a competition with something else. It could be another person, another thing. They feel like that they're not, but they want to be first, but they don't feel like they're first in this situation. That you don't think that they're number one. That, or you don't think that you're number one in this situation, but I'm really feeling like it's like they don't. You know, it feels like that no matter what you guys try and do, I feel like you're always trying to do things to make things better with the Five of Pentacles, but that's what you always do. You keep repeating these patterns over and over again, you know, but it just never seems to go anywhere. Nothing ever seems to come of anything. Nothing ever seems to actually get better. And there's all this confusion about it. Why doesn't it ever seem to get better? Why doesn't it work out? Why is the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse? Why doesn't it ever seem to work out? There's always these arguments and fighting. You know, for some of you, it could, the person could either be abusing you or you could be abusing them or something like that. Not saying that you are, most likely you're not, but I feel like that there's a lot of anger, there's a lot of pain, and it just keeps happening over and over again, and it just never seems to get better. It feels like you guys try to make things better. You keep thinking that you're going to make things better, that things are going to get better, but it's just not working, you know? And there's a painful truth that is to be found here, you know? We have the bear here. I feel like, you know, there's stresses on the finances with the Ace of Pentacles here. I feel like that they're thinking that they need to protect their finances, or you're thinking that. The person feels like the word bully is standing out, and judging and bully. Maybe the person's very judgmental of you. Maybe they bully you. And this is a painful truth. All of these are a painful truth. Maybe you don't have enough finances for this venture. I feel like that you keep trying to communicate. There's like these barriers that you keep trying to overcome. There's all this rushing, nervous energy, you know. Things are not being fair. Like it doesn't. They're thinking that it's not fair. It's not fair. But you know, you can't try to stick a square into a round hole. It just doesn't work. You know, a square peg into a round hole. It just doesn't work. You know, I feel like this is all being very forced. That's why I feel like there's so much in reverse. This relationship feels very forced. Okay? And what I'm thinking is that, let's see. They're just like getting really burnt out about the situation. This has all been so freaking heavy. You know, it's been heavy on the both of you, and there's a painful truth, and the truth is that, you know, I feel like you're both just burnt out on the situation with the Empress in the reverse. This relationship's not abundant, and with the Wheel, with the Fool, I'm feeling like it's time to, like, your person is wanting to take a leap of faith and with something else. They're wanting to somehow, they're wanting to somehow like remove all of this burden, because I mean, how does this be all so heavy and then end with Hummingbird and Fool? Because they want to being lifted out of negativity. They want to feel lighter. Either you want to, I feel like you both want to be, because it's all very heavy. I don't feel like this is who you both really are, but you know, some people just aren't meant to be together. They're just toxic together. You know, maybe you're just both better off apart. It says right here, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. What I'm really getting is, for a lot of you, it could be the spiritual path. You know? It says, very soon, clear to decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So it's saying that you need to decide what you want, because the decision is going to have to be made very soon. Alright, I'm going to read Broken Heart in the reverse. Number 9. Well, let me look at it. Yeah, the Broken Heart reversed marks a time of renewal and hope. The pain and trauma are behind you and can trust that greater joy is on the way. Alright, and then we have number 52. I don't feel like this is the situation after reading all of this. I'm just not feeling like the situation is meant to say that staying together and then things are going to get better. I feel like that this is going to be shed. And then when you shed each other, like when you come away from each other, there's just like a clash. There's just big clash of personalities, clash of morality. Like you have different, you know, ideologies. I don't even know what this card reads. Let me see. Oh, intuition and going within. This card reveals blocked intuition. So yeah, it's not like you're not listening to your intuition. They're not listening to their intuition. Neither one of you are. It's like it says an inner disconnect or a sense of living in the dark. You have a deep desire to know your purpose and truth, but they can feel very distant. This is a message of dissatisfaction where your inner life is concerned. It's possible that extreme worry and discontent are the obstacles to the inner peace and wisdom you seek. If so, you need to let that go and renew your faith in yourself and your internal spirit. Get out of your own way and release the fear that's blocking the truth of your blessed eternal nature. So it's like you know the truth. You know the truth of the situation, but you have to accept it. Here's the painful truth. It's a painful truth. And that I feel like that is trying to say is that it's time to let this relationship go. Anyways, that's all I have for stone number 2. If you like this kind of reading, please give my video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it and it really helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Alright, well thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to stone number 3. Alright, so here we have the cards for stone number 3 with a purple agate slice. And let's go ahead and find out what your person is thinking about you. So we have the 5 of Wands, the Ace of Cups in the reverse, the 8 of Wands, the 10 of Cups in the reverse, the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Clarifying the 5 of Wands, we have strength, the Page of Cups in the reverse, the 6 of Wands, the Devil, clarifying the 10 of Cups in the reverse. Clarifying the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse is the 5 of Cups. And clarifying this row here with strength is Mice, Scythe. Clarifying this row here with the Page of Cups in reverse. Then clarifying this row with the 6 of Wands is Waterfall. And then clarifying the Devil is Lion. And then clarifying the 5 of Cups is Diamond Ring. Then we have getting to know each other. You deserve love. Then we have a woman holding a heart in the reverse, and a man holding a heart in the reverse as well. I see there's lots of conflicts. There's lots of worrying. I know that this is supposed to be strength, but if you can look at the picture, she's sitting there holding her hands like she's retching her hands, and she's like, oh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? All of these things, everyone's fighting. Things just aren't working out. Things aren't working how I planned. That's what I'm getting out of this. Things haven't worked out the way that you thought they would. They haven't worked out as smooth as they thought they would. This whole entire reading, like, just, to me, is about expectations that weren't met. Expectations of what they thought their relationship was going to be like, expectations of what you know. I feel like you both thought that you fell in love, but you fell in love with an idea of each other and not actually with each other. I mean, I've never even had these cards come out and then they came out together in the same time, in the same way. This, you know, these cards are about discontent, you know, with love, with the both of them. I feel like as you got to know each other better, like there comes a period, you know, sometimes in like the first 6 months that you're with somebody, a lot of people, they'll put on their best face. They'll put their best face on, and they'll always try to look like the best version of themselves. But eventually they can't keep it up and the mask starts to slip, and then they start seeing the other person. They get to start seeing who the other person really is. That's when they start to finally really start getting to know each other. That's why it's always important to be authentic with each other from day one. Otherwise you have to start the whole entire process again and you waste a bunch of time. We don't have all the time in the world to be wasting on getting to know each other more than once. So once you get to know the fake version of the person, then you have to get to know the real version of them. Sometimes it ends up alright. And sometimes that's about when everything starts to fall apart. And that's what I'm seeing is happening here in this reading. I almost feel like this person is thinking, they're standing back and they're thinking, they're like, what have I gotten myself into? This is like, this situation makes them like ill. Almost. It makes them, they're so stressed, so worried, they're so heavy with emotion. They feel like that something's been taken from them. They feel like they've lost so much, and they just like keep losing more and more. This person does not have sincere emotions towards you. They don't think that you have sincere emotions towards them. It's almost as like it's mirrored. It's this right here. The Page of Cups in the reverse is about being immature or naive. You have Scythe. There's a shock, a surprise. Sudden and unexpected shock. I feel like a realization is starting to take place between the both of you. Things just aren't what they thought they were. I would be surprised if you were not in a romantic relationship and living with this person, or kind of living with this person. For some of you, this could be a long distance relationship I'm seeing, and or a relationship, you know, a relationship that requires a lot of traveling back and forth in order to see each other. That's not going to be for everyone, of course. But I feel like on the outside, you guys try to make it look good, you know, but really it's causing you both this overflowing of tears of sorrow. This whole situation is just causing tears for both of you. Tears and tears. Why? Why is there tears? Because there's these expectations And they don't want to let go of these expectations because they don't want to be wrong. They don't want to be wrong about you. I feel like publicly they have probably, told everybody about you. It's like they've made a big deal about it. In some cases, I think that some of you might have even proposed to each other or been engaged or have a very publicly committed relationship. It's like you just told all your family, we're getting married or we're intending to do something in the future. This is serious, accept our families. And now it's like, what do I do now? Because it's not what they thought. They don't think that you're who they thought they were, and you don't think that they are the person that they were, and they don't know you, and I don't think that they necessarily like who they think that you are, and they're so disappointed. They're so disappointed not only in you but with themselves as well, for going into this with blinders on, not paying attention, for not being authentic themselves. Still not even being authentic. You kind of rushed into everything so quickly. But now it's more like this devil energy. It's restrictions and limitations. It's stifling. The relationship is restricting. And leaving both of you feeling emotionally unfulfilled, very emotionally empty. All 10 cups, you have all 10, but they're all empty. They're just draining out. There's just too much pride and ego. There's issues with self-esteem. And there's just like a huge disappointment. But it's not just in you. It's like disappointed in themselves for allowing themselves to get this far without paying enough attention, without getting to know you better. They were all about, you deserve love. They really thought you deserved love. You both thought you deserved love. And you at first wanted to be the ones who give it to each other. But it was like what you thought was some kind of fairy tale version of what... It's like a lot different than what it actually you thought it was going to be. Reality is crashing in. Being realistic. There's just always this fighting. There's just always conflict. It is an ongoing struggle. The 10 of Pentacles. You know that you can't have a legacy like this. You can't. What are you doing? What is your children going to be doing? You can't have a united household, especially if you guys are long distance. I think that you're both starting to realize that this isn't going to work. You're both very unhappy. You have burdens. You have responsibilities where you are. In your the separate lives, you have lots of responsibilities on your own. You both have obligations, and there's so much regret. There's so much guilt, so much suffering between the both of you. I'm not sure if it's salvageable. I'm not sure if this is salvageable. That's what they're thinking. They're thinking, I feel like they're thinking it's not right. It's not right. It's not right to stay together, and for what reason? Because you don't want to hear people say, I told you so. I'm sure there's like people telling you, don't rush into things. Take it one step at a time. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. And you're like, I'm going to do it anyways because you wanted the fairy tale. Now you've proposed, or you've done something that there's some kind of next level partnership that has taken place. I'm not under the assumption, if you're in separation with this person, with your person and stuff like that, I'm not seeing that here. So you might be in the wrong reading, because this is looking like two people who are actually together, who are actually on the verge of breaking up. That's what it looks like, with the man holding the heart and the woman holding the heart. Or if you're in separation, you just recently went into separation. The problem is you didn't take time to get to know each other. You wanted the love, you wanted the fairy tale, and honeymoon was over, and you woke up and you realized that the prince was really a frog. And he realized, at least in his mind, not saying anything is due, but the princess was really a hag. I'm being sarcastic. I don't mean it like that too much, but you know, I'm just thinking in his mind. I feel like it's both, it's like equal. Basically, like you think he's an asshole and he thinks you're a bitch. I feel like you both think the same things about each other. You both think each other's awful. And now you're expected to do something to bring your relationship to a closer level. How deep does this have to go before you say stop? You know, you want to pay for a wedding when you know that the relationship is ending. Cut your losses. Stop it now. Because whenever you try to stay with somebody else, when you know it's not right, you're possibly, even if you care about this person enough, if you love them enough to want them to be happy, you have to realize that maybe they're just not meant to be happy with you. And they were just supposed to come together and grow in this relationship with you so you can go off and be happy with other people. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like you're meant to go off and be happy with other people, you know, but if you keep dragging it out, it potentially causes negative karma by slowing down or stopping each other from being with maybe the correct person they're supposed to be with. So it's actually selfish to stay together when you know it's going to end. But it's up to you at the end of the day, isn't it? But this person's feeling like this person is to this point where they're standing back, and I don't know if you can see in this picture, they're standing up there and they're retching their hands, and they can see everybody's down below fighting. They're all fighting. Everybody's fighting over. There's so much fighting. It's like they're standing back. They can see each other fighting. And this is ugly. And this isn't look anything like what they wanted their life to look like. They didn't want to be with somebody who was going to fight with them all the time. They didn't want to be with somebody who they had to be overbearing towards. They didn't want to be in this life of conflict. But that's just what the nature of your relationship is. That's just how it is. And you could put band-aids on it, but all in all, at the end of the day, you know, sometimes things are they're just not meant to work out. That's just how it is. You know, it's just, and you just have to accept it and start to be able to move on so you can both heal. Anyways, that's all I have for stone number 3. If you like this kind of reading, please give my video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and then hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Alright, well, thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead now and move on to stone number 4. Alright, so here we have the cards for stone number 4, and let's find out what your person is currently thinking about you. So we have the 4 of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the 10 of Wands in the reverse, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Swords in the reverse. And then clarifying the 4 of Wands, we have the 2 of Cups, the World, clarifying the Ace of Swords, and then clarifying the 10 of Pentacles is the Hangman in the reverse. Clarifying the 6 of Pentacles, we have the 9 of Swords in the reverse. Then clarifying the 3 of Swords in the reverse is the Fool. And then clarifying this 2 of Cups and 4 of Wands, we have Dog. Clarifying the Ace of Swords and the World, we have Swans. Clarifying the 10 of Wands and the Hangman in the reverse, we have Garden. Clarifying the 6 of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords in the reverse, we have Sun. Then clarifying the 3 of Swords in the reverse, and the Fool is Child. Alright, and then for the Oracle cards, we have Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And Forgiving and Learning. Then we have number 7, Community. And number 38, 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael, which is the heart chakra. Alright, so what is going on here? Well, first off, they are thinking about how much they love you and how much they want to have a relationship with you. They want to have this 4 of Wands with you. And the 4 of Wands is like a very happy home. This is like the marriage card. Also, it's a twin flame card. The 4 of Wands is like 1111. You know? You see that man and the woman, and they're sitting here. A lot of times, the card depicts them like looking like they just got married, and she's holding a bouquet. She's holding a bouquet in here too. But it looks like they're working on something, because, you know, the 4 of Wands can indicate also teamwork and coming together and celebrations. Looks like they're getting ready for a celebration in this picture. They're thinking about how much they want to come together with you. See how their hair is braided together. That's the way they see you. You're just an extended part of their body. They feel like you're either a soulmate or a twin flame. They feel like they're part of the same, at least soul family for a lot of you. Then we have Dog. You all might be still even just friends, but a very supportive. There's lots of faith, loyalty, and devotion going on here. This person is very devoted to you. I'm trying to figure out who is this. I feel like they might have already realized the truth. Some of you, they might just be realizing the truth. They might just be realizing the truth, and some of you might already know the truth, is that with the world, they feel like that you complete them and you free them. Being together, coming together, it's like this is the truth. This is the ultimate truth to them. To them, the ultimate truth is that your soulmates are twin flames, that you're the one. There's blooming love, faith. They have this faith and they could feel this deep soul connection. I don't know if it's blurry. It doesn't want to focus. Sorry about that if it's not focusing. But anyways, that's how they're thinking. This is like the ultimate truth. But there's an issue. Everything seems great. There's a mask. Either you are wearing or they're wearing, but maybe both of you are wearing, hiding this. Why is it being hidden? It's being hidden from the public. This indicates to me that there could be a wanting to have an affair. I'm not saying it's happened yet, but if there's a third party situation, they definitely want to. Either way, they want to come together with you. For some, it might be just like that's your boss or something, or a coworker, and they know that they're not allowed. Either way, this is a situation when the person's not allowed, and that's part of the deception. Is that it's forbidden love at the moment, and they want their relationship. They want to release this energy. They want to release this burden with the Ten of Wands. Even if it doesn't go along with what their usual ideology is, like, I think they would make an exception with you, or they definitely, like if you wanted to come together, there was something stopping you, like that was supposed to, I feel like that they're thinking they would want to overcome it. They would want to do it anyways, even if it didn't go along with what they believed in. Because they feel that such of a strong connection with you. They feel this strong, deep connection. It's like, in this connection, it's like, it goes against what they believe in. But this is coming together would be for the greater good, because this is their ultimate truth. This is their ultimate truth. The world is about coming together and integration. They feel like it's more important to come together in union. But I'm also feeling like as part of it, if it's being hidden. We have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles can indicate a gift. They could have given you a gift, or you could have given a gift. I'm feeling like they may have given you a gift. It could go either way. But this gift has caused lots of worrying and stress. But also, it has caused one of you to light up. It's like this golden light. Like worried, but it was just like you're just so happy. You give so much energy. it's just like a burst of positive energy from whatever it is that happened. It could have been communication. It could have actually been a physical gift. There's something that was given that caused like an explosion of positive energy. Part of what could have been given also could relate to reconciliation with the Three of Swords and the reverse. I'm only saying there could be a third party situation because of this card. I feel like that you both have hurt each other in the past. It doesn't say exactly what happened here, okay? But with the Three of Swords in the reverse, it's like the three swords are falling out of the heart, and the heart will become healed because of it. They want to take a leap of faith with you. Leap of faith. This is about trust. They trust you, and they want you to trust them. As they want to have a new beginning. They have almost like so much trust. It's like an innocent trust. They want a new start. They want it spontaneous, carefree, very tender. Brand new beginning. Because in all actuality, your connection is really very innocent and pure. I feel like it's innocent and pure and true. This is a very, very deep connection. But unfortunately, this person may not be showing you, or you may not be showing. Maybe you feel like this with them. Maybe your feelings towards them, you're not showing it. Someone's not showing their feelings. Someone's wearing a false mask in this relationship. But also this relationship requires forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So you have to release, forgive the past, whatever happened before. I can tell something must have happened before. And for some of you, it might not be. Like if there wasn't any conflict between the both of you, it might just been from someone else, from a third party. Maybe that you have to forgive yourself for getting caught up with another person. Maybe there was a situation where you picked the wrong person, or they picked the wrong person to be with, and they're regretting it. They didn't take the time to get to know you, or you didn't take the time to get to know them. Something didn't line up, and it could have been because one, I'm getting that someone was so busy being deceptive, like hiding who they really were, that they weren't paying attention. They're all caught up. I feel like there is a situation for a lot of you where you might be part of the public, where you might be, say, like a public influencer or something like that. And I'm feeling like you or they are worried about what people will think about your situation. All right, I'm going to read number 7, community. All right, so I'm reading this card, connection with kindred spirits. This card shows 3 women celebrating, sharing ideas and supportive energy. The lights in the picture represent your ever-present spirit community as well. Whoops. When the card appears upright, it indicates an association of some kind. It may be a casual connection with like-minded people, joining a club or community of some sort. So they also think that, you have maybe similar ideologies, that you are part of a similar community. Maybe you both are part of the psychic community, or you're both part of the paranormal community, or I'm just throwing out random things out there, but you're both part of that. So there's some kind of community or something that you're both of like-minded people that you're part of. It's like It says joining a club or community of some sort, or even a business partnership consisting of 3 or more entities. So for some of you, you could have worked with this person. Like I was saying, this, if it's not a third party situation, it could be a working situation. But also this could be saying, like, maybe they're thinking that they want to come together, possibly work with you. If you do, like, not work professionally, maybe it's a hobby. You're part of this community that it's a hobby of yours and they want to be part of it with you. Either way, this is showing having similar interests, like interests in the same things and having similar ideologies. The time is right to make such new connections and to share intentions, whether they're personal or professional. Networking and community are important parts of the human experience, and the security and sense of connection can be beneficial to all. It's true that when several people join their intentions, it accelerates their power in the energetic realm. Receiving this card puts you on notice that the universe is sending some beneficial alliances your way. Like the Happy Family card, this could also indicate a party or a celebration of some kind. Alright, so then we have number 38. They definitely feel like very, like, they celebrate your connection, like, if anything, internally. Then we have the 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael. Love, compassion, and acceptance. Raphael extends a beautiful green energy surrounded by pink waves, gentle waves of pink to your heart center. This card upright indicates that you now have a greater readiness to receive love from others as well as from yourself. Excuse me, my throat is dry. It could also indicate that a much needed healing from a previous broken heart is taking place. So this is another thing that they're thinking about with you, is that they're thinking about how maybe you're helping to heal their broken heart from before, and they're wanting to help, or they're helping to heal your broken heart. Your love together comes together. This strong twin flame or soulmate connection, brings you together and helps, release, purify, and remove the blocks in the heart chakra. The tender vibrations of Raphael remind you to encourage yourself with compassionate self-talk that you desire to hear from others. Know that as you do, the light from your heart center will shine with irresistible beauty, and the universe will send people and situations that cause your sense of love and support to grow and grow. So these are very positive cards. This person, for the most part, is very, it looks like you guys have a little issues to work out, but it looks like, with a little bit of forgiving and learning and kind of taking off the mask and being who you really are with this person and being upfront and forward, that things can work out very well, very positively. Anyways, that's all I have for stone number 4. If you like this kind of reading, please give my video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me out. If you would like to be notified of future videos, please subscribe and then hit the bell notification. And if you'd like to have a private reading, you can see how to do that in the video description below. Alright, well, thank you very much, and I hope you all have a wonderful day or night. God bless.